Aloha and welcome guys to another Hawaiiverse Business Spotlight. It is I, your host, Chanel Bendicino, and today we are outside, as you can see, and we are standing with the lovely
Tom Menezes, owner and manager of the Hawaiian Crown Chocolate Factory, and here we are at the farm, right above Alai Cemetery.
We are in Hilo, so of course it has to rain the one day we decide to come outside. But today we're gonna learn about the chocolate that comes from this tree and this pod. How many different types of plants are just on this 12 acres?
Well, we're diversified, sustainable, so we have ulu, bananas, coconuts.
But this is the star of the show. You tell me, what are we standing in front of?
Okay, this is a cacao tree, and these are cacao pods. And inside the cacao pod, they have cacao beans. And I'll open it up and you can see what it looks like. And the cacao beans are what gets made into chocolate. So look at that, these are cacao beans in the pod. And there's about 35 to 50 beans in every pod. So the next step we need to do is take the beans, ferment them. It takes about 5 to 7 days. What happens, it develops alcohols. And then after a couple days, we turn the beans. Acetic acid and some other bacteria will come in there, turning the cacao beans into not quite chocolate, but getting there. If you look inside the bean, you notice it's a dark purple.
It's purple.
And those are where the antioxidants and the flavonoids are. Cacao bean actually has more antioxidants than blueberries. So after it goes through the fermentation, it starts turning brown. Doesn't become chocolate till after we roast it, crack it and winnow it, and then get the nibs, and the nibs get ground, and then it starts becoming chocolate.
So you do this whole process from bean to bar, like you just 100%.
Instead of bean to bar, we call it tree to bar. A lot of other chocolatiers have to buy the beans.
Hawaii is one of the only places that the cacao tree does well.
In the United States.
That's crazy.
I have trees over 20-something years old.
You've been growing cacao for over 20 years?
Over 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
I was one of the first ones in Hawaii to start growing cacao. I got introduced to cacao when Hershey came to Puna. Hershey didn't stay here because it was too expensive. Was able to keep the trees and keep them going, and eventually I figured I could do like Kona coffee or Ka'u coffee, have good quality, then the chocolate will become commercially viable. So
I think that's really awesome that you took something that's very commercial and then made it local, like from tree to bar. The whole process stays on this island. This whole bar is just local, local, local.
That's why we say we're 200% Hawaiian. Grown and manufactured in Hawaii.
Yeah, for real.
The other thing, we're also on Kamehameha school land, so where it's more like 300%. Grown on Hawaiian land.
You already know what's up. You can come here and get the same farm tour that I got, and you can try the same cacao pod that I tried. I don't think we really think about how the food gets in front of us or where it comes from, so it's amazing to see that process. In fact, now we are gonna head downtown to the Hawaiian Crown Chocolate Shop and see what they turn this cacao pod into. I am here with Ben, who is a chocolatier.
Yes.
They have the coolest job in the world, obviously. Maybe you can walk me through what it is you do.
So we take the nibs after he cracks and winnows them, and we will put it through a nut butter machine. Put the peanuts through it, and it will create peanut butter. It creates chocolate liqueur. Then we will add it to our melanger. This takes about 3 to 4 days. Stone wheels grinds down the nibs and turns into a liquid. Spins for about 3 days. Once it's 30 microns, our tongue can't feel any of the graininess anymore. It's just smooth chocolate. So that's what we try to get it down to before we take it out of the melanger and put it into the next step to make the bars. We also have a basin that holds our chocolate for us.
Oh, this is some real Willy Wonka right here.
We advise everyone to buy one and put it in your house, keep it in your living room.
Everyone's like, can I put my mouth into that? That's like my first thought when you turn it on.
It holds about 70 pounds of chocolate.
I'm excited. This is as close as I'm gonna get to like the Willy Wonka river moment, you know? So I'm just gonna savor it. You are very disciplined people, because I could never work here. I'd be over here in the corner with this spoon every 2 minutes.
The next step is adding it to our temper machine. We seat all the machines and then we will pour everything out and let it set up. So we offer a different variety of samples for our different flavors. Of course, we don't have any of the inclusions because it's hard to put the little dried fruit and the little jam in.
I can imagine.
So whatever your palate likes, start with.
Can I try this Ka'u Coffee Crunch?
Yes.
Usually when you try like store-bought dark chocolate, it's a little talky and like dusty. I don't even know what that flavor or that residue it is leaving in your mouth. This one, no. I think this one's my favorite. I didn't even try everything else.
The Ka'u Coffee Crunch is my favorite. Also, the whole bar is like an energy bar.
So this is gonna kick in a few.
Yeah.
What is this?
That is our vegan coconut milk.
Oh.
Which is my favorite between our two milks.
For the healthy people, I have to let you know. Oh, it's good. You reach backward twice, it's good.
Our vegan is very popular. As you see, it's not on the shelf.
When you guys are buying this chocolate bar, you don't understand the amount of local hands that you are supporting from the beginning to the end. And these people that you're seeing their face, you're supporting these people, you're supporting farmers. The whole cycle that gets to here, I don't think we understand that whole process. So mahalo for showing me this, because this is mind-blowing.
And then the last sample we have is our ulu shortbread cookie. So
You mean the ulu from
Yes.
the tree I was just standing by?
Yes.
This him?
Yes. So we took a normal shortbread recipe and we decided to incorporate ulu flour into it.
Y'all sell this? You sell just this?
Yeah, not the plain cookies. We dip them in chocolate and we'll dip them in our dark milk. We'll dip them in our 70.
That's the best thing you could have said.
You can always
Not
call
just to show
ahead
you
and
get-
pre-order.
All right, guys, so that concludes my Hawaiian Crown Farm and Chocolate Factory tour. If you guys want to come down and have the tour, it will end here at their cafe. That's right. You can try their chocolate. They have acai bowls. Everything here is locally grown. They have snacks, drinks, coffee, you name it, they got it. They also do online orders, I believe. You
Yes.
can order their chocolate and their shortbread online.
Yes.
Oh, girl, you can get that delivered to your doorstep. So thank you guys so much for the farm tour, for this experience. Till next time, I'm your host, Shana Mendocino. We'll see you later. If they need an extra Oompa Loompa to lurk in the background of the chocolate factory, if you catch me back here dancing, if you come to the Hawaiian Crown and I'm in the back in overall dancing, mind your business, okay?